Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. Today we're asking, what do you need to know about this connection? If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. We've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. I just want to warn everybody that there is somebody that is pretending to be me in the comments. So if you do want to contact me, use the email in my description right below the timestamps. That will absolutely go to me, and I will take care of you. That being said, let's move on to pile number 1, because I'm doing this in the greatest and best order possible, and I'm never silly. So, pile number 1, my gorgeous and talented people. What do you need to know about this connection? The Hermit. The Queen of Swords. It's like there's a lot of inner introspection that needs to be done, and there also needs to be some kind of there needs to be some kind of enforced boundaries because if anything's to work out in this situation, things have to be fair and balanced. But that being said, with the 7 of Cups, it's like, even though you definitely have a rational mind, your ability to see what's going on might not be incredibly clear. Queen of Wands. Is the Queen of Wands your love interest? Is the Queen of Wands you? You may have some lack of clarity regarding somebody. It's possibly a third party. What does the gorgeous pile 1 need to know? What does the gorgeous pile 1 need to know regarding this? 6 of Wands. I feel like there's a need to be moving towards whatever your victory is. If you're confused about another person, like they may just be a distraction for you. And I definitely am getting, like, if there's something that's unacceptable for you, then you do need to, have a hard line and enforce that. But I'm getting that there is some kind of internal journey that you need to make regarding this person. Like, it's like you need to look at yourself a little bit regarding this person. Again, I'm not saying that this person is perfect, but I'm getting that there is a need for you to look at yourself so that you can have healing, so that you can have good things. And this was just flipped over on the top. I feel like ultimately, if you do, it's like the universe is asking you to set boundaries, to know that there is some kind of justice that can be had in this situation, but there is a need to look inside. Even if, say, this person is dealing with somebody else, I feel like it's just more important to concentrate on your happiness and your victory than whatever this other person is doing. If this is not the case, then there is a need for you to look inside for your own healing. But I feel like, if anything's, it's like, if anything's unacceptable, don't be afraid to make the cut. Because what you will have is healing. What you will have is a new beginning in stability. What does she, what, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Is this person a match to you? Will you have a new beginning with somebody who is a match to you? Regardless of whether the person you're with is a match to you, I feel like you are set to have a new beginning with somebody who is a match to you. And for some people, this isn't going to be the same person. Especially if somebody's, you know, potentially bringing third parties in, if there's a lack of clarity going on. I feel like it's kind of like the best revenge is a life well lived, you know. Go on, you know, learn what you need to learn so that you can have the healing, so you can have a new beginning with somebody who's really on the same page with you. Because I feel like the universe wants you to concentrate on harmony. So if the relationship that you're putting your energy and effort in, if it's not producing harmony for you, it's like there's supposed to be balance. Balanced male and female, balanced in justice, balanced in emotion, balanced in healing. There's so much need for balance. So I feel like there's a reason why you're being asked to look inside. Because you're being asked to contemplate the why of the situation. That's what I'm getting. And then really be willing to make any cuts that you need to make. Because regardless of how you feel, you know, unacceptable behavior is unacceptable behavior. What do you need to know about this connection? It's like there's really more than one way that you can move forward, and there's a need for you to make a choice on how you will move forward. But just know, like, there's so much potential for healing. Some of you really have somebody that's a better fit for you outside of the connection, like somebody who is on the same page, especially mentally, and also on the same page regarding like values. What do you need to know about this connection? Queen of Wands. Are you the Queen of Wands? Some of you, you're really dealing with a third party here. And I feel like your peace of mind is just more important than what your, yeah. But some of you truly are dealing with a third party situation here. And you do need to make some kind of decision, and you do need to like look and ask, you know, like you need to also, like you need to like maybe create balance in reality in this pain, but there's also a reason to look in and ask why. Again, don't ask why this other person is doing something, because, you know, that's really probably speaks to their character. But if you want to hold on to something and you know that, you know, this person is maybe giving their energy and effort to somebody else, it might be important to ask why you're still entertaining it if you're not being treated in the way that you deserve. Knight of Wands. Not Knight of Wands. Sometimes I forget how to speak. So with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like there's a need to move forward towards stability, but ultimately, like, I feel like you should know that whatever going on with your connection, like it's much more important that you get to a place of healing. This is a, healing card, internal, healing, internal knowledge, making a, like knowing that you really deserve things to be fair. And looking at the situation and realizing that if things are not fair, that you can take decisive action. But I'm really getting that you should be moving. Is this person going to offer you some stability? I feel like you need to figure out how you want to move forward, because you could definitely move forward towards your own success with that Six of Wands. But I feel like you need to have some kind of plan. You need to be creating some kind of stability for yourself. So I'm almost getting like it's less about this other person and more about yourself. Because right now, even though it's like you have this ability to really heal your mind, have balance, right now you're in a place of mental and emotional turmoil. And I feel like you should know that your luck can change. That what is really meant for you is going to come around for you. What do you need to know about this connection? Six of Cups. Is this a soulmate connection? Is this a... I feel like, things are going to change. And I think they are going to change to bring in somebody that's a much better fit for you. So I'm feeling like a lot of the people who have chosen this deck, it's like somebody better is going to come along. Somebody that's really on your wavelength. So, and I mean, I know that you probably, like you hold a lot of hopes regarding this person that you're talking about. But it's like, even though you have the ability to think your way out of this mental prison, you're currently in a little bit of a mental prison. But just know that, like, what's really meant for you, it's like it's going to be offered to you. And again, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords both came out, but I didn't feel like... I feel like you're going to get that kind of connection, but I don't think it's going to be with the person that you think it's going to be with. So I feel like you do need to allow a change of cycle so that you can allow in what really will be your good luck. But I do feel like there's going to be an ending in this connection. For most of you. For some of you, it's possible that this person might go through a significant transformation and come back around, but I feel like for the most part, you're pinning your hopes on this person, but you're really being asked to consider why. Because, like, really what's the good luck that's meant to come towards you, it's like it's going to be there. Honor the beauty in others. Does this person honor the beauty in you? Are you going to attract in somebody who... I feel like you're definitely going to attract in somebody who is very capable of seeing the beauty in you. Even if you may be a little bit of a badass beauty, whether you are the King or the Queen of Swords. Just because it's like... there will be somebody that will be on your wavelength. So I feel like you do need to accept that some things need to end for new things to come around. Dream, do, deal. So I feel like with that Six of Wands that came out earlier, I feel like there is a need for you to work towards your success. There is a need to, you know, really go into with yourself why you're pinning your hopes on this connection, because I feel like something better is going to come around for you. If you really don't think that this is your reading, just you know, pick another pile or another reading, that's fine. But if this is really, if this feels right, it probably is for you. Hope. I feel like you need to know that, you know, it's like what is meant to bring, you know, like there is going to be success for you. There is going to be better coming along. But I'm mostly getting that you're being asked to consider why you're investing in this relationship. Because it's like there is some illusion in you know, in this person's potential worth to you. I mean, I'm sure everybody is worthy, but there's some kind of turmoil in your headspace, and there's some kind of like lack of discernment here. Because just because everybody's worth something doesn't mean that they're meant for you. Locked heart. Does this person you're dealing with, do they have a locked heart? Do you have a locked heart? Well, let's get some clarity. Queen of Swords. I feel like you may actually be a little bit insecure because you may have been somebody who has gone through some things, and you wonder if maybe you just can't open up your heart. And I'm not getting that that's the case. And I'm not even getting that the person that you're dealing with is, you know, necessarily, you know, I'm just getting that they're maybe not for you. And I'm getting like, just because you want to open your heart doesn't mean that the person that you're dealing with is the person you should open your heart to. So I feel like you guys should know that it's not that you're too cold. It's not that you're too tough. Because ultimately the person that is right for you is going to come around. But it's like sometimes things are for you, and sometimes things need to end so that you have space for what's for you. So if whatever if it just doesn't feel right in this connection, just accept that that's because something else is going to be there for you. And it's not because you're too cold. It's just because I don't even think that your heart is truly locked. I think that you are afraid that it's locked. But what I do see is healing coming for you. I do see you finding a home and comfort. You know, someplace where you can truly be who you are. And, you know, be seen and valued for who you are. I don't think that you actually really, I mean, yeah, you need to get your mind right. You need to, like, have some greater discernment. But I'm not getting that you can't open up. I'm getting that the right person's coming for you, and you should be at a place where you're working for your own success, which sometimes means letting go of what's not for you. Because believe it or not, because I do feel like you're scared that your heart, but your heart is still soft. Your heart is still beautiful. And you will have, an ability with somebody who's really going to understand you, especially on an intellectual level. And that you will feel like you will have this tenderness. You will have this sense of home. But I feel like you need to communicate what you know deep down in your heart. So I've got the Mars card. So it's like there is some kind of need to take action. For some of you, there may be, some of you are really tough. And you're really tough because you had to be. Because because you've had to be. That you are perhaps warriors at heart. Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. But it's like you should be using that fire towards your success right now. And I feel like you're kind of pretending like you're okay. But I think deep down you know what you know, and you really need to communicate it. With the hug, I almost feel like it's a hug from the universe. The universe really does, we don't generally get tough because everything went well in our lives. And I feel like you are going to have comfort. You are going to have family. You are going to have home. You are going to have healing. But I feel like ultimately you may already know that it's not with the person that you're trying to make something work with. And I'm not getting that that person is horrible or anything like that, but I'm also getting like deep down you know. And if you know, the kindest thing is to be honest and be real. Even if that person won't like you, it's fine. I feel like it's not because you're unable to feel, it's just because what's meant for you is coming, but it's not here yet. So I really feel like you're going to bring in a much more harmonious connection, but I almost feel like you're trying to make something work right now. And deep down, you just know. So, thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. I also want to warn people that there is somebody that's pretending to be me in the comments. If somebody solicits you in the comments, it's not me. And if somebody gives you a WhatsApp, I don't even have one. So if you do want to contact me, use my email in the description right below the timestamps. That is absolutely me. And I will take care of you. I check my emails all the time. Right now my readings are about 48 hours out. That being said, my gorgeous angels, it's time for pile number 2. Hello, pile number 2, my glorious and talented people. What do you need to know about this connection? Queen of Cups. It's like there's a lot of emotion. 6 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of emotion. The Hierophant. Yeah, things could get very serious in this connection. The Moon. But I feel like there is some fear. And are you the Queen of Cups? I feel like you might be dealing with somebody that is openly, emotionally expressive. But something about this might cause you some level of fear, even though this is actually something that's likely to lead to stability. So it's like, why does this incite fear? 10 of Cups. It's like this is a potentially endgame situation with this person. This is a marriage card. This is a marriage card. This is a soulmate card. This is, you know, an extremely loving person. But I think that there is something terrifying about that. But overall, you have very auspicious cards. And I feel like maybe you're afraid that if you invest in the connection, that it won't end up being this happily ever after that you can see. Or maybe you're a little bit afraid of having to deal with something this serious. But I'm definitely getting somebody that's really open and honest with their feelings, and somebody that's, you know, that you can both have love and friendship with, and that you could have some kind of really formal commitment and connection with. What do you need to know about this connection? Yeah. I feel like there's a need to balance this connection because this could be a very harmonious connection. The Empress. I feel like it's possible that some of you are afraid that this is too good to be true. But I feel like a lot of you may need to consider, what if it's not? What if you are getting offered something that is truly amazing? Is that worth facing your fears regarding? Because when we deal with the moon, it's fear, it's confusion, but it's also a choice. And the sun just flashed right then in the deck. It's like, it's an ability. It's when you're not very conscious, then you're often in fear and confusion there. But you can choose faith over fear. But I feel like there's a need, because this is a card with a lot of blindfolds on it, a lot of energy in different directions. I feel like there is a need to focus your energy. There is a need to think, what are you actually fighting? Are you fighting against something that will give you peace and long-term happiness? And if you are, why? What do you need to know about this connection? 3 of Cups. Are there multiple people in this connection? I'm not actually getting this. I feel like, especially because this is over the 10 of Cups, some of you might be afraid of suddenly having to deal with something that's very serious, even if it's very good. I'm getting that you need to consider to yourself, are you treating this with the seriousness that this deserves? Because if not, your fear could lead to loss. Not because it has to be that way, because this can lead to long-term stability and happiness, but you have to consider that if you're in a situation where this person really is everything you want, and where there really is reciprocal love, and there really can be a lot of peace and balance between the two of you, and there's an ability for there to be a long-term commitment, and there's an ability for you guys to be long-term happy together. I think that you really need to consider that if you don't take this serious, if you don't work with this connection, that you could lose this. You could create a state of loss and lack that really only has to do with your fears. So I feel like there's a need to consider your fear here. Because regardless of where you are in your life, you may not run into a connection like this again, that somebody that is this much, has this much potential to bring happiness and long-term stability in your life. So I feel like you need to consider, how much does your fear own you? What do you need to know about this connection? The devil? Is things healthy in this connection? I feel like whether or not, I'm getting the impression that you're going to feel connected to this person whether or not you sabotage this connection. So keep that in mind, that you will still feel connected even if things break down between the two of you. But then, there may be a lack of hope at that point. So I think you need to consider whether you want to hold on to your fears or you're ready to make some kind of leap of faith. But keep in mind, your fears will chain you. What do you need to know about this connection? Yeah, again, you really need to consider why. I think that you also need to consider, what if things work out? Because if you can it's like the universe is trying to move you forward towards success, and it does seem like you can have success with this person, but it's like you need to be on the same page with yourself to have that success. Because I feel like if you do turn this from a situation from a place of abundance to lack, I feel like you're really not going to forget about this person. It's not just going to be things get sabotaged and you forget about it. This is going to be somebody that you'll see as somebody who got away. That you'll, So I think that if you're letting fear control your life, if you're letting fear make, not the greatest decisions for yourself, I think that you do need to look a little bit closer at your own fear. Because if you deal with your shadow side, which is your pain, maybe the parts of you that may not think that you're worthy of such goodness. But if you deal with that, so you really understand it and you can really cope in better, healthier ways, then you're going to be much more in alignment with your higher self, which is going to make the universe pushing you along towards victory a lot easier. It's like the only thing, it's like the universe is behind you, backing you up, pushing you forward towards success. And you're the only one who can derail that. So keep that in mind. I feel like whatever connection you're dealing with, it is a very significant connection, and that's why it might be scary. But I feel like you need to imagine, what if it works out? Because again, the Empress came out twice. I feel like you're not necessarily going to run into this sort of person again. Like, you, doesn't mean that you won't have success again, but it's like, if you let your fear mess this up, you're going to remember this. You're responsible for your own happiness. I feel like it's really important not to run from your potential happiness, realizing that you are responsible for it, that your choices matter. Go forward boldly daily. So it's like, yeah, things might seem like a risk, but I feel like this is a situation where you're much, much more likely to regret what you may not have done. Rather than, being bold, taking a risk. Integrity. Whatever it is, it's like, whatever's going on, this situation needs to be dealt with in integrity. And you need to look inside yourself and make sure that that's actually how you are dealing with the situation. World. So, this situation has potential for big success. Like, your world-changing success. Things being way better. So, again, so this is rose quartz, so it's the stone of true love. There is the pie, it's like comfort, love, home. And you had at least 2 marriage cards there. So if you're wondering if this is for somebody worth investing in, it does seem like they're very worth investing in. There is a need to look at things clearly. But it's like, right now you're looking at abundance. An abundance that was brought to you, abundance that was meant for you. But it's like the universe can bring you to abundance. It's up to you whether you take it. But it's like wisdom being in the heart, healing, metamorphosis, and change. So maybe this situation needs to have a change, a metamorphosis. Maybe there's, some kind of metamorphosis that you will undergo. The heart, the little black heart. I feel like it's like the heart really needs to be considered. It's like it's very important. 4 of Wands. Because considering the heart and acting with integrity is going to lead to happiness, celebration, long-term success. So, whatever connection you're talking about, this has potential for long-term success. And you can absolutely sabotage it. So I feel like you need to consider, it's like, take the risks necessary. Look inside yourself. Act in a way that you will want this person to act towards you. Because this This connection is going to bring prosperity. I feel like you're definitely been given, like, especially third eye. It's like you've been given prompts to open your eyes regarding this. And it's like the only thing that is keeping you blindfolded is your conflict. But I'm not even sure if you have so much conflict with this person, so much as conflict within yourself. And it's something that you don't want to end up creating lack of health with this person. Olive branch. I feel like there may be a need to, like, again, how would you want to be treated in this situation? Give those olive branches. Because it's not like you should let this person get away with everything. That's not the deal, but it's like clarity is necessary. Clear vision is necessary. Because what if you're really dealing with a connection that brings a lot of prosperity? What if you're dealing with a connection that's really bringing a healing? What if, it really is the best thing to consider your emotions? So this is two things. It's like the wolf is fiercely loyal, and I feel like that's a part too, but it's also like the moon traditionally has the wolf and the dog. It's like there's a need to be able to discern what's in front of you. But I feel like if you're willing to put in what this person is willing to put in, you will have long-term happiness and stability. And I feel like if you do sabotage this connection, you're going to have regret. And again, I'm not saying that it's going to be your last chance for joy, but I don't think that you will forget about this particular person. So I know that you might have to take a risk in a way that you never have before, that you might have to face your fears. But facing your fears overall seems to be giving you the best result here. So I hope this helped you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. There is somebody that's pretending to be me in the comments. I don't have a WhatsApp, and I'm not going to try to solicit you in the comments. So if somebody tries to do either of those things, it's not me. So just make sure that if you do want to contact me, you use the email in my description. It's right below the timestamps. I check it all the time. Right now my readings are getting out in about 48 hours, but I just want to make sure that you don't give your money or information to somebody you don't even know who it is. And I don't either. So that being said, my gorgeous and talented pile number 3s. Pile number 3 is my gorgeous, talented, breathtaking people. What do you need to know about this connection? Okay. What do you need to know about this connection? All right, so far it's not looking that good. With the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords, it feels like that there has been, a lack of honesty here, a lack of openness, and just quite frankly, just lack. But there has been investment. And I almost feel like the investment that's been put in keeps you in a state of lack. Because, like, there isn't even a single cup here so far. Just, you know, waiting for something to pay off, but really not receiving anything from somebody who looks like they don't actually have your best interest at heart. What do you need to know about this connection? Ace of Wands. I feel like that there's definitely passion in this connection. 9 of Cups. Is there wish fulfillment? I feel like there's a need to concentrate on personal happiness. Because that's what the 9 of Cups is, personal happiness. The wish fulfillment happens because you come to a place of personal happiness. And there could be maybe some smugness on this other person's part, and I don't doubt that, but I'm really thinking like there's a need for you to invest in your own personal happiness. And maybe like make a new beginning passionately. A new beginning. Because there is a real need. It's like you want things to pay off, but there's a really important need to look inside. I feel like a lot of the piles today have had to consider why. And I feel like a lot of you need to consider why you're holding on. What do you need to know about this connection? 7 of Wands, it's like this person is kind of keeping you at bay. 5 of Wands, it's like you guys don't seem to be on the same page in this connection. And there is just like, there are real needs just not getting met here. So I feel like it's really much more important to concentrate on your own happiness, because this connection may not pay off. And you have to figure out if this person is not, is not on the same page with you, maybe doesn't want the same things. It's like, what do you do moving forward? Because we've come up with the first cup, which is the 9 of Cups, which could be wish fulfillment. Maybe you see this person as wish fulfillment, but I'm really getting that it's just about concentrating on your own happiness. So I feel like it's much more important for you to concentrate on your own happiness, take action towards, something that's very exciting to you, because I don't see your needs really getting met in this connection. What do you need to know about this connection? King of Cups. Does this person have a lot of feelings? Is this person very emotional? Is this about this person? Is this about you? Okay, I'm getting like you're definitely going to have people who really care about you. But again, it's like, I'm not sure if it's going to be in this connection. I'm like, I feel like this is potentially somebody new. I don't feel like this is a third party on their side. I feel like you are going to have somebody. It's like there is somebody that either has feelings for you or you're going to have somebody that really does have deep feelings for you. But it's like, how do you set yourself free? And I feel like you might, I feel like you've dealt with loss so long that you're just hoping something's going to pay off. But it's like, you could just make a different choice. Again, I feel like it's much more important to concentrate on your own self-worth, your own success, your own stability, your own happiness, because I really don't see whoever you're dealing with doing those things for you. But it's like, I feel like you need to look at the long term and think about, what do you actually want? What if the person you're with never pays off? What if you stay in lack there? Why are you holding on to it? Why do you feel trapped? Because you can definitely have a new abundant beginning, especially if you build yourself up. It's like, that's going to lead to future success. That's going to lead to connections that really care for you. I'm getting like, the universe is asking you to consider, why are you still investing in this? Again, if you don't feel like this is your reading, that's okay. Choose another one. But if this feels right to you, like, 'tis the season to wear fancy clothes, drink all the wine, and dance till to your heart's content. Show off a little. Wedding season. Maybe you've invested into a connection for a long time. Maybe you've actually married this person. Maybe you're, like, you want that payoff. But it's like, I feel like it's much more important to concentrate on who you're marrying than whether you marry. Because it's like, you can have a real offer from somebody who really cares instead of somebody who keeps you out. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need? I think that you really need to consider what you need. And what should you get rid of? So I feel like you're feeling a lot of lack in this connection. And I feel like you need to consider, like, what do you need? How do you get what you need? What do you need to let go of? Because I feel like what you need truly and honestly is you to be whole. Because you're so sure that you're stuck. But it's like, if you want happiness and fulfillment, you can create happiness and fulfillment for yourself. And that's going to, like, bring in a person that wants to fulfill you. And if you want to bring in stability for yourself, that's going to bring in an offer of greater stability. What do you need to know about this connection? Pile number 3, what do you need to know? Gosh, which one? There we go. Limitless. Again, you are not stuck. You're limitless. I just heard it's like you are a spiritual being just having a human experience, which I know has been said over and over, but if it comes to mind at that time, then I'm supposed to share it. So I've got a rat and a don't panic. So I mean, definitely don't make your decisions based off your panic. Don't assume that you're stuck, because it's just, as soon as you realize that you can be free, you will be free. But I feel like if you're dealing with somebody that's, maybe is running away from this connection, maybe is not giving to this connection, where you're in a state of lack and you're just forever waiting for a payoff. I feel like you need to realize that you can make your, you can make your happiness happen. But that doesn't involve this person coming around. This involves you elevating yourself and realizing that your happiness is what matters. Your stability is what matters. And if this person were capable of elevating to that, that's another story. But it's like, you're not meant to just wait for breadcrumbs feeling like you have to stay. You don't. Because it's like there is going to be luck coming in for you. Prosperity coming in for you. Happiness and joy coming in for you. But it's like it requires you to be discerning. It requires you to look at what's in front of you, to take the blindfold off and realize that you aren't stuck. I feel like you need to know that you do have a really kind heart. That your heart is important, that your heart is actually really special. It's very tender, it's very soft. But you do need to embrace your own hero within you. I feel like some of you in this situation are going to have to be your own hero. And it doesn't mean that you won't have comfort and support coming in, but I feel like you need to be your own hero here. You need to realize that you can save yourself. You need to realize that you're worthy of good things. You need to realize that you will have good situations, but if somebody is acting in a way that's not okay, you don't have to stay. You're limitless. You actually deserve the appreciation. So I feel like some of you through this relationship are really going to have the opportunity to really learn how strong you are. But I'm not really getting that, that your happiness is with this person. I'm getting like your happiness is realizing that you're not limited, so you can have new beginnings, so you can have happiness, so you can have passion and joy. But realize that whatever this person is doing, it's like not everybody's meant to come along with you. And that is not because, you're just dropping people. That's because some people aren't on your wavelength. Some people, aren't going to get the things that you deserve in your life because they're not at the wavelength to receive it. So accept that. Maybe you just need to, just accept that you're your own hero here. That it's really much more important to concentrate on your happiness and your success and your stability than whatever is happening with this person. Because I'm getting the sense that this isn't somebody you can take with you. Certainly not until they decide to be a better person, but it's like not your job to make them into one. That being said, I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running. Just want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, booking readings. There is somebody that's pretending to be me in the comments section. I do not have a WhatsApp. I am not going to solicit anybody in the comments. So if somebody is trying to get you to contact them, it's not me. So if you do want to contact me, I do readings. You can book with me. I get things out in about 48 hours. But you should use the email in the description right below the timestamp, because that is my email, and I will actually answer you. And we will make sure that everybody in this community is nice and safe from people who want to take advantage. So my gorgeous and talented pile number 4. Pile number 4, my gorgeous angels. What do you need to know about this connection? What do you need to know about this connection? Justice. There is some kind of justice that is going to be received. There is some kind of, not some kind of payoff. There is going to be a significant payoff. There is going to be a significant benefit. There is going to be long-term success. But there is something that needs to be released. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the stability in this connection needs to be nurtured. What is the thing that needs to be released? What needs to be released? Because it's like there is something significant that needs to be released for there to be a significant long-term happiness. What needs to be released? Jack of Pentacles. So Jack of Pentacles, a Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, is movement forward, but maybe very slow movement forward. Maybe there does, there could be, too much caution. And obviously, you shouldn't completely, ignore yourself if something feels wrong. Listen to yourself. But I feel like there is a significant ability for long-term stability in this connection. But it's like there is something that needs to be dropped. There is something that, is not really serving this connection. Pile number 4. What do you need to know about this connection, Pile? There's going to be some work that needs to be put in before you guys do have long-term success and stability with each other. Like, there does need to be fairness, and maybe there needs to be work towards making things truly fair, but it's like, honestly, fairness it's just literally going to be to everybody's benefit here. Magician. I feel like there's a need to know that you truly control your destiny, that you can create the kind of stability that you want in life. What do you need to know about this connection? This person, yeah, there is an ability for there to be hope, healing, a new beginning, even if things have not always been good. 5 of Wands. But you guys might have some competing desires or competing wants and there needs to be a significant decision made in order for this connection to move forward. There are things that need to be dropped for things to move forward. Can you tell me about this decision? Somebody needs to deal with their emotions in order to make a decision to move forward in a productive way versus causing some kind of issue in the connection. But I feel like there is a need to like understand your worth and demand your worth, really. But it's like if it's like there is definitely an ability for things to become just between the two of you, but I'm getting that you might be dealing with somebody who needs to drop something so that the connection can move forward, and in that case you might have to drop the connection until this person does the work to move forward. Doesn't mean that that this is not a blessed connection. It doesn't mean that you guys cannot move forward. But in order to have the long-term success, you definitely need to choose yourself. And it's not that you don't, it's like there does need to be balance in the relationship. But if this person is, causing drama and choosing their own emotional, immaturity, like, it's way more important. 111 is on the clock, just as I said that. It's like way more important that you continue to reinforce your own self-worth. Because you realizing what you're worth and expecting it, you reinforcing your work, and quite frankly, like, it's not that you shouldn't be willing to work on the connection, but it's like this person may need to get their stuff together in order to offer you what you truly deserve. And until that happens, until this person drops anything that's unhealthy for the connection, you may need to release this person so that they can figure their stuff out and you can just continue to level up, because that's what you're supposed to do. So realize that you have all the tools necessary to bring success and happiness in your life. And one of those tools that you are going to have to deal with is introspection. That you're really going to have to, not just look at yourself, not just look at the connection, but also look at yourself. Because you may have to emotionally walk away until there's ready to be some kind of healing in this connection. Because if somebody, just because you guys can have long-term happiness with this person doesn't mean that this person is yet the person that they need to be. And, nobody can decide to make those choices but this person. And you're already pretty leveled up, but I'm getting like there's even more growth for you. And you concentrating on your own growth is ultimately going to lead you to love. Whether it's with this person because they do the work, or whether it's with somebody that is on your wavelength. But you continually choosing your own stability, accepting that you're meant for abundance, and doing the work. No matter what is going to lead you to reciprocal love that you deserve. And I feel like some of you, this person is going to, realize that they have to come up to your level. And some of you, and maybe some of them will not do the work. But no matter what, you're going to get the stability and the happiness you deserve because you will have done the work to earn it. This is coming to you because you did the work. So no matter what, learn what you need to learn from the situation, do the healing, know that the universe is behind your healing, and that you're going to end with long-term happiness. But surrender the connection. Because either this person will have to elevate themselves to your level, or the right person, or the person who has chosen to do that work will manifest in your life. So this person definitely does have the potential, but they have to do the work. And until they do the work, they have to drop what's not good for them. They have to elevate their emotional maturity. So just know that you're going to be taken care of. And that really what you need to concentrate on is your own stability and happiness. And release the connection, because you're going to be blessed. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to be blessed with healing and happiness. And you're going to have reciprocal love. And whether it's with this person is up to that person. Don't let things replace moments, people, and experiences. I feel like you're being asked to really be mindful with your life. Pay close attention to the substances or things that you feel you cannot live without. Our addictions can become our burdens. Again, is this connection, has it become an addiction for you? Is it something that's currently healthy for you? Because if it's not, release it. Because even though there is definitely potential for this connection, even though this connection can come together, it's like this connection can only come together in justice and with justice in balance. So just know that you will have justice. Just know that you will have love. Just know that hope, healing, and good things are happening for you. And if this connection is not currently serving you, it's much more important that you build yourself up, because no matter what, that's going to lead to the love that you deserve. Because what this other person does with their life, whether this other person continues to hold on to their addictions, whether or not they're chemical or emotional or, just working too much. Whatever it is that is not healthy for them, whatever it is that they might be holding on to so that they don't have to deal with things emotionally. No matter what, you're going to get your emotional needs fulfilled. And I'm getting for some of you, this person is going to do the work. And for some of you, you're just going to bring in somebody that has done the work. So they will be an emotional match for you. So I feel like you need to know that as long as you're building yourself up, you're moving towards success. So let go of whatever's hurting you, because it's possible that somebody really isn't being honest with you. Maybe they're not even being honest with themselves, and I feel like a lot of them are not being honest with themselves because it might mean that they have to face something about themselves. And whatever this person's journey is, even if they're a really significant connection to you, and they really might be, it's like their own elevation, their own awakening, that's all up to them. There has definitely been heartbreak in this situation, and which is one of the reasons why you're being asked to release it. Because this connection might be a little bit of a burden right now. But I feel like you're being asked to really see things. You're being asked to be very strong. And you're being asked to not panic, because I feel like the universe is saying that you're doing the work necessary. You do need to release this person for them to either get their stuff together, or for you to make room for the person who will do that. But I feel like with don't panic, and then you had the Knight of Wands. So I feel like some of you are panicked that this person may be inconsistent. But just know that you've built a foundation. You're going to have long-term success and happiness. Because you've built the foundation on your side. Which means that, and the universe is going to bless you with some kind of happiness. So let yourself have some clarity and realize that you're going to receive somebody into your life that really appreciates you. So I feel like the universe, I feel like the universe is saying that this is a significant connection. But they're also saying that whether or not you end up with this person has to do with whether they're going to take the blessing from the universe that you are. And that no matter what, blessings are coming for you because you put in the work for them. You did the things that you were supposed to do. And whether this person is the person that comes back around for you, or something that, or you just receive what you deserve, this long-term happiness and stability and this real love from someone else, no matter what, it's coming for you. So I feel like the universe wants you to know that, it's like, let the universe work to your advantage, because the universe is going to bring you what you deserve. They're just going to bring you what you deserve, because that will be balancing things out. It's like you will have justice. And the justice you deserve is a really reciprocal, loving relationship. And you're going to receive it. But whether or not it's with this person is up to this other person. But their decisions, no matter what, you're getting long-term success and stability because you built that into your life. So I feel like there's just a need to realize that no matter what, you're going to be blessed. But release the person enough that either they come back when they're willing to let go of things that are a burden, or you just attract in what's best for you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I am giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. I also want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. And if you do want to book with me, my email is in the description right below the timestamps. There is somebody that is pretending to be me in the comments so that they can scam people. So please don't give that person information. I occasionally do answer comments, but I'm never going to try to get you to contact me or give you Like, the only time I've ever tried to get somebody to contact me is if they want a reading. But, like, do not give this person information. Do not give this person money. Just realize that, you know, sometimes, you know, I just want you guys to be safe so that, you know, that we just stay as a safe community. And if you do want to book with me, I'm there. Just make sure that you're using that email and you're not choosing a WhatsApp that I don't even have.